Hello and welcome back to today's episode of What is K-pop? Wait, that's not my intro. What am I saying? Hello and welcome to the What is K-pop cast. Today's episode we're going to be talking about Izna, the group from Island 2. I really technically should have done this ages ago, but you know when you're just lazy and you just sort of forget to do something? That's my problem. It's a major league problem, and it's always been something that I've struggled with, remembering to do something like that deep. Even just off topic for a second, this morning I was helping with my sister. I was helping my sister with packaging up her returns for Shein, and she said to me, "Oh, I've ordered your cardigan for him." And I was like, "Cardigan, right?" And she was like, that one that you wanted, that you tried to steal from me. And I was like, yes, I remember that. Yes, definitely. I recall doing that to you, yes. And it was literally right before Christmas, so I mean it's been a while, so I'm not surprised that I don't remember. But I'm kind of shocked that I haven't talked about Iceland yet, considering how much I was like, yeah, let's do all the survival shows, or do most of the survival shows before before Island 2 starts. And then I was like, completely forgot that, Eisner was a group that I should probably talk about at some point. So we're going to be talking about it today. So Eisner, if you don't know, is a South Korean girl group under Wake One Entertainment, and it's their first ever permanent group. So what that means is that they will have at least 7 year contract with Wake One Entertainment, and they will not obviously disband or renew their contract in 2.5 years, not like Kepler did, or what Zero Base One might potentially do. I believe it's 2.5 years. It will be 2 years this June, so at the end of this year, Zero Base One will be deciding whether or not they want to renew their contract, if the companies want that to happen, or group members want that to happen. But can I be honest about Zero Base One? I liked them at the start of their journey, and as a group. Don't get me wrong, I love the members. I love the first album and stuff, and I play it on my CD player all the time. But none of the other albums have really resonated, I guess, with the casual listeners, I guess, like me. They're probably really popular and stuff with the Zeroses, and I would consider myself a casual Zeros. But I'm going to be talking about fandoms at some point down the road. But I don't resonate with. I don't hear about Zero Base One's albums going to the top of the charts, or maybe it's because I'm oblivious to it. And they actually are, and that they're doing really well. I probably am just being a bit stupid, but I really don't see the hype there anymore, which is unfortunate because the group is really talented. And they have Ricky, so I'm obviously they're gonna do they're doing amazing. You can really tell who's my bias, can't you? I bought the Zero Base One, the Youth in the Shade. I believe it was last year, at the start. No, it was. I bought it with Rise's single album, and I remember getting it, and altogether it was 50 quid. And my dad was like, Sophie, do you feel like you've got your money's worth? And I was like, definitely for the Zero Base One album. Can't say the same for Rise, but definitely Zero Base One. Hello, darling. Do you want to come up with mummy, or do you want to go out? Look, you darling. Yeah, Petal's in here with me. In case you're like, what? Who is she talking to? So yeah, Eisner is produced by Teddy Park. Do you not want to sniff my hand? Is my hand a bit weird for you? Okay, fair. I wanted to stroke her, but no, she just didn't want it. Eisner was formed through, obviously, Island 2, and consists of... Sorry, I just ate my lunch, and, I keep on doing that to myself, where I, record, and then I eat my lunch, and then I'm like, yeah, this sounds like a good time to start recording, when I've just eaten, and I'm going to be burping. Love that for me. Consists of 7 members: Mei, Jimin, Jiyoon, Coco, Sarang, Junghyun, and Sebi. And they debuted on the 25th of November 2024 with the extended play Eyes. And I'm actually I was listening to their debut track, Eyes Now, on the TV before I started recording. So I was like when I was just like thinking about what I wanted to record, I was like, you know what, I should talk about eyes now. So here we are. Are you going to settle yourself down on the fluffy blanket, my darling? Yeah? Yeah? Do you want to do that? Or are you... Oh, I think you're just trying to attack it. Yeah, the cats have been a bit perturbed because we had a water leak with the pipe outside. Or like the tap outside that you have for like putting the hose pipe in and you can water the plants and stuff. And it kept on like spraying water near to where the cats like walk around to get back into the house. So like every few seconds it kept on getting water over there. So it all froze over. So that's why they were really perturbed last night. It was actually kind of sweet because obviously they couldn't tell us. But yeah, no, it was we have it all sorted out now, so not to worry. I also kicked a load of ice just now when I was cooking my lunch when it was doing in the microwave. Yeah, no, the ice isn't too bad anymore. Anyway, back to what we are actually talking about. So as you know, Island 2 aired from the 18th of April to the 4th of July 2024. I was actually watching the final, kind of. I was like, oh yeah, I should probably check out whether like who's in the group, and it wouldn't tell me because obviously it hadn't aired and the results hadn't aired yet. And I was under the impression it was going to be a 6-member group. But then they were like, oh yeah, and the final person is... Da, da, da. Whoever the final person was, I should probably actually have a look. Let's have a look. Oh shit, now. Sorry. We haven't actually had seen... Well, that was dramatic for no reason. I don't even know which notification it was. Oh, it was probably just like the school nurse that I follow on TikTok. You know when you just end up on weird sides of TikTok. Like I'm on diabetes TikTok. And I started getting like Dexcom ads, like the device that people with diabetes use to track their blood sugars. And I was like, why? Why am I getting that? And I'm like, because you're on that side of TikTok, Soph, you're weird. Like, I'm also on potato TikTok, like, appreciating potatoes. I'm like, my life is really weird. I mean, of course it is. And we all know my life's weird, but I'm like, oh my god, this is, like, really, really weird. So, yeah, back to eyes now. I keep on wanting to say eyes one. That's probably why they created it. That's probably why they chose that name, because it's quite similar to Eyes One. That's actually pretty funny, that is. Oh, I'm just looking at the what the thingamajigs are. Oh, I'm surprised that Jung Yun actually was in the group in the end because she ranked number 1 at the start. So I'm like, wow, that's a thing. You know, you actually managed to get into the group. I'm not saying that she's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I want to clarify. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it like as though I'm surprised that the TV show wasn't like, she can't be in the group. What are you talking about? Like, I just imagine that it was like that. Oh, okay. So it was so drip. Was that... Did they manage to get... No, because it wasn't... Was it just... Sorry. It must have been just that, like, it was called Teen Drip. My god. That is awful. That is god-awful. Right, there's like... How much goes on in each episode? Oh, wait. What am I talking about? What am I on? I'm on something. So... What? Self-made test, which was in episode 10. We had two teams. One Latata by G Idol with Coco, Junghyun, Jiyoon, Yuju, and Sujung. Oh, and G1 even. And Into the New World by Girls' Generation, they had Jimin, Fuko, Yuri, Sarang, Zebi, and Mei. I even. And then the girls had like the 12 girls had a vote, like voted on. And who left? Fuko, Yuju, and Yuri left until episode 11. Right, yeah. Sorry. And episode 11 was the last one, and then it was between Junghyun, Jimin, Jiyoon, Coco, Sarang, Sebi, Mei, Fuko, Yuju, and Yuri, with Fuko, Yuju, and Yuri not making it. And Sebi and Mei got through into the group, and then Junghyun, Jimin, Jiyoon, Coco, and Sarang were the actual, like, picked ones. When I say I watched it, I mean as in, what time would it have been? It would have been about, to be fair, I think it was about 4 o'clock, so it would have been about 9 at night for them. So I was like, well, I don't really want to watch it, you know, because I don't, because I was like, well, it's getting late, even though that doesn't affect, it didn't affect me because it was, anyway, like I just didn't want to watch it. So I was like, I don't care for this, but then also I want to know what's the group, who's going to be in the group, even though like it has no weight to me. So I was like, I'm just doing a podcast, mummy. I'm just doing a podcast. Love you. So yeah, well, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like, I just didn't. I was just like, well, I'll look at it, but then also I'm like, I don't want to. I don't know. I feel like I'm losing my mind at this point. Anyway, we're just gonna briefly say the names and ages of the members and a key fact, and here we are, and also the good old thingy magic is still a bit wacky on here, which is fine. It's whatever. Did he have a fandom name yet? Oh, they do. Naya, which is cool. Which means a person who endlessly loves Eisner are Naya. Don't think I fully understand that, but okay. So the oldest member we have is Mai Yoka Mai, also known as Jasmine. She was born on the 28th of October 2004, making her a Scorpio and a monkey, and she was born in Goto in Nagasaki in Japan. Bang Ji-min, born on the 8th of May 2005, making her a Taurus and a Rooster, is from Busan, South Korea, and was on Are You Next, and was ranked 4th in the final but eliminated because she wasn't chosen by a producer. Yoon Ji-yoon, main vocalist, born on the 14th of July 2005, making her a Cancer and a Rooster, and also born in every birthday of hers she listens to Birthday by John So Mi, which is nice. Next we have Coco Narai Coco. She's main dancer, born on the 14th of November 2006, making her a Scorpio and a dog. And she was born in Iyo in Ehime in Japan. And she was the first member to be revealed, which is interesting. Ryu Sarang, born on the 18th of April 2007, making her an Aries and a pig, born in Yongdo-gu in Busan, South Korea. Next we have is Choi Jung-yeon, Bella Choi, main vocalist, born on the 4th of August 2007, making her a Leo and a pig, and she was born in Incheon, South Korea. She has a sister called Stella Che. She all about? Oh, do I know who she is? She was on My Teenage Girl, which is interesting. Always loved the good old sibling connections, because like me and my sister are going completely different aspects of like we're doing completely different things from each other. So seeing like siblings doing the same things is always nice. I don't know. Maybe it's like kind of normal for them, but yeah. And last but not least, we have Jung Sebi. She's the Maknae, born on the 22nd of January 2008, making her an Aquarius and a pig. And she was born in Jeongpo-gu in Seoul, South Korea. And she apparently was in an English kindergarten, which I've always hated that word, but it's like a little preschool or primary school here in England, in New Zealand for about 3 months, so she can speak Korean and English. Yeah, so I do hope you enjoyed that. Learning about the members. Obviously, there is the problem with the fact that the Maknae is under 18, but I mean, I think it is only like how that's not 18 this year. Like obviously she turns 18 next year. But it's like it's just over a year away, so I guess it's a step in the right direction, not having too young people in these groups and stuff. But I'm pleased with the progression that we are making in the K-pop world, even if it is like slow going at the moment. It is still progress. It's like the 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You are getting there, but it's like it is still taking some time. And as long as we continue to vote for not kids, but like people based on their not only their talents but also like honestly older people, like people my age, like people who are going to turn 22 can be still just as talented as like a 15-year-old, and like the 15-year-old doesn't have to like go through all the horrors and stuff and can be like treated well, and they can be treated better and like do stuff and like actually live their life for a couple more years and like not be weighed down by the pressures that are being an adult. I don't know. Like, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that like it is good that we're not having like 14-year-olds Eunice in the interest industry, and like we are making steps towards like having more adults in the industry, and then hopefully, work on not having abuse in the industry and like making it a better place. I hope that Eisner does well in their career, and I will certainly talk about them. Might even rank their discography. I'm sorry that it wasn't a discography ranking video, but I have so many ideas and I just they take time. So yeah, I do apologize for that. But thank you as always for listening, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.